Hi, my name is Clemens Reyers and the setting is a little bit different. It changed compared to previous videos because today I would like to show you a technique which you can effectively use to change your own thoughts, feelings and ultimately your behavior, of course, for the better. Well, as some of you might know, I have a degree in social studies, so this is a technique that I've learned, and my studies enabled me to have a very good understanding of human psychology, and that enabled me to make much better music over the course of many years. And in this video and all the other videos, I am showing and sharing some of the things I've come to understand about the human brain, human emotion, and maybe you can use it for your own benefits. So we're going to look at a practical example, and you can translate this into your own situation and hopefully make changes you would like to make in your own life. So here's the basic model. I hope you can see it, and if not, I will edit some basic pictures and editing the montage of the video. But this is a model from the Rational Therapy, and I made my own little variation to it. So here at A you write down a situation. So this can be a moment in time that happened yesterday or today. What's important is that you write down the actual facts of that moment. And that can be very tricky because we often mix emotions, thoughts and facts through one another. So that's already difficult to start. Then you write down thoughts you had in that moment, feelings you had in that moment, and ultimately your behavior in that moment. And usually people are not happy the way they feel about something and the way they behave. So let's take a made-up example to see how this can work. So let's say the situation is you're sitting behind your computer. I'm going to write that down in a very simple sentence. Let's focus now on how this example person was feeling when he or she was sitting in front of the computer. Let's say feeling annoyed, a bit of fear, a lot of mixed emotions going on here, and also a bit of anger. What was the behavior? And the behavior is something you can objectively see again. Continue sitting. And let's say surfing the web. Otherwise known as procrastination, which doesn't help us to achieve goals, whether we are an artist or not, or in life. So if you look at these feelings, they already give a hint of what this person is probably thinking. Because what you think causes in yourself what you feel. If you think it's a great day outside, I'm doing well, I'm working on my goals in life, I'm happy, you will feel good. But if you think another day I will fail, other people are better than me, you will feel bad. And the cool thing about thoughts is that you can analyze them, what we are doing here, and you can change them in any moment if you want to. If you want to sit down, make an effort like we're doing now. But the first step is to understand what you are thinking and what you are thinking to cause all of this. Because this is not helping you if you want to change this. So, summarized, I sit in front of the computer, I feel annoyed, I feel a bit of fear, I feel anger, and behavior is I continue sitting in front of the computer, surfing the web, and I want to change that. So what am I thinking? Let's say you're thinking, I should be more productive. Yeah, excuse me for my handwriting, but I think it will do. I should be more productive. Also, I'm angry with myself for not being productive. This is a thought, you know. For not being productive. But also, I don't want to fail. Don't know where to start. Where to start? Well, if we look at this now, all these thoughts, I should be more productive, I'm angry with myself for not being productive, I don't want to fail, I don't know where to start. We can already give ourselves a clue of why this person is feeling annoyed, fear and anger. You know, it corresponds very well with this way of thinking. So this is not helping. One more thing I want to say about this, it's pretty tricky to analyze your own thoughts. So, you know, you should take time for it, write it down, be honest with yourself, or you can talk to someone about it and find out what you're really thinking down there that is causing your feelings of being annoyed, being frightened, or being angry. So, if you look at these thoughts, you can ask yourself a couple of questions. You can ask yourself, are these thoughts true? And are they helping me changing my behavior? But first, we want to see how we will change our behavior. Let's say we want to, I make it kind of general, we want to work on our goals, to be more productive. Let's summarize it like this. So, at behavior we write, be more productive. And let's look at here at C and say how we want to feel. You know, do we want to feel annoyed? Do we want to feel fear and anger? Probably not. Let's say this person wants to feel. Let's take small steps. Less of all of that. So less annoyed, less fear, less anger, and more happy, more content. So in order to achieve this person needs to change their thoughts. And you will say that that's easily said. How are you going to do that? I'll show you. So again, let's test these thoughts and see if they are true, if they are facts, and if they are helping, and let's see if we can change them for the better. So if you think I should be more productive, is that helping you? If you say all day to yourself, I should be more productive, I'm not doing enough. Basically you are punishing yourself, which will enable you to feel bad. And will it enable you to actually do something if you punish yourself? No. If you only think, I should be more productive, so I'm not productive, usually there are more thoughts connected to that. I'm not a productive person, I'm not as good as these people who work so hard. So, and you feel all these bad feelings and you want to hide from it. So what's better to think? You can say, okay, I might be not productive right now, but I can change any minute. I can be more productive in this second. I can pick up a book, I can pick up my instrument, I can pick up my computer, I can pick up whatever it is that you are doing. So this thought is not true, it's not helping. It's better to think, you know, I can change any minute, I can be productive now, I can be more productive. Also, look at what you have already done this day. Is it true what you are saying to yourself? Probably not. Usually we exaggerate the negativity in our lives. So, okay, this is kind of getting full here. that I'll write it down. You can write down, this thought is not true. Ooh. And not helping. That's the first realization. And then you can formulate your own alternative thought. For example, the one I said, like, I have done X, Y, Z, I am productive, plus I can change any minute and be more productive. Let's look at the second thought. I am angry with myself for not being productive. That's not really helping. And it can be true, in fact. You can be angry with yourself. But is it helping? Is it helping you be more productive? Is there not a way to think differently? You could say, like, okay, is it really useful to be this angry? Because anger is an emotion that is very raw. You know, if you are angry with yourself, it can go pretty deep. So you could say, okay, I'm not so satisfied with myself today, but again, I can change any minute. I can be productive now, I can do one or two things now, and I will feel better about myself. Plus, if I'm angry with myself, the chances of me getting more productive are very small, so it's not helping. You can also see, like, what are things in my life that make me happy about myself, that make me feel more content. And you replace this thought, because every time you focus on this and you think this, you will feel worse. You won't start doing your productivity and things go down and down and down. Third thought, I don't want to fail, don't know where to start. This is something that occurs a lot. I don't want to fail, because we are all taught that we should be perfect, we should do things once and they should be perfect. So we don't dare to fail anymore. But the problem is, if you don't fail, you don't do anything, because in order to achieve results, you have to fail. You know, if you expect from yourself to achieve things immediately and reach your goals, you know, without failing, it's not realistic. So what this is causing you to do is to sit tight and not do anything, to not try anything. And no one wants to fail. It's not a nice emotion, because we are taught in schools that you should do your best, you should aim for the highest results, and you get a compliment if you do well. But if you continue that way of living and thinking, you might get stuck and procrastinate more and more and more. So in order to achieve your results, you have to fail. It's a good thing. So this thought can change your whole way of perceiving failure. It can be even a nice thing if you think about it differently. Because if you are failing, it means you are on the road, you are on the way. So you could say, I want to fail, because that means I have already started, instead of, I don't want to fail, I don't know where to start. So if you have changed these thoughts, you can see logically that they will cause different feelings. They will make you less annoyed, less fearful, less full of anger, and more content. And some of you might say, yeah, that's easily done. You think of an alternative, you write it down, and how is that supposed to make me feel better? The trick is to do this a lot, to do this daily if you suffer a lot from this. And eventually this will start to work, because you train your subconscious mind to think differently, because usually negative thoughts like this, irrational thoughts we call them, they are rooted in sometimes deeper issues, you know. And it takes a lot of training to reprogram yourself. So doing this once won't help much. Although sometimes it can give you immediately a new refreshing way of seeing things. So I will make some pictures of this, show you more closely, because I think this is a little bit far from the camera. So in summary, again, you write down the situation you're in, the feelings you have, your behavior, and the feelings and behavior you want to change. Then you look closely at your thoughts, you test them for accuracy. Are they accurate these thoughts? Are they helping me? And you try to come up with different ways of thinking about it and see how that will make you feel.